Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for taking your time to attend Washoku, Japanese Cuisine Registration as UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage, 10th Anniversary Symposium. We're about to start this remarkable event. In the first part, we explore umami, Japanese umami. We have a seminar titled The Power of Umami and Japanese Cuisine by Dr. Kumiko Ninomiya. Dr. Ninomiya is a food scientist, the Executive Fellow of Umami Information Centre, and we are ready to hear from Dr. Ninomiya. Please welcome Dr. Ninomiya.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kumiko Ninomiya from Umami Information Centre. First of all, I'd like to express sincere thanks for the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries of Japan, Japanese Culinary Academy EU, and Embassy of Japan in UK, and also Japan House. So I'm very happy and it's my great honor and pleasure to be here to celebrate 10th anniversary of Washoku as listed in the UNESCO Intangible Heritage. So today I am focused on the dashi and umami in Japanese cuisine. So first of all, let me briefly introduce about Umami Information Centre. So Umami Information Centre was established in 1982, and our major activities are organized symposium, webinar, and lecture for the opinion leaders. So our mission is to educate people about umami and also expand global network of the opinion leaders. And we also provide accurate information about umami based on scientific data through publication, media, podcast, or YouTube. And we also try to give information through website and SNS. So this map shows part of our activities in the many countries. We have been always trying to make a local umami story to give information and to have a correct understanding of umami in the local foods. Because many people think that umami is only for Japanese cuisine, but that is not true. Umami is all over the world. Umami is the common taste and universal taste around the world. So that's why we are trying to make a local story for each country. And through these activities, we have very wide network of the opinion leaders, scientists, dietitians, chefs, and journalists around the world. And chefs' activities have changed since 1992, when the new concept, molecular gastronomy, was born. And many chefs are trying to collaborate with the scientists, and they try to make a scientific studies to show the science behind the cooking method. And 2002, Madrid Fusion, this is a global gastronomy conference, was started in Spain, and this gastronomy event promote more and more activities between scientists and chefs. And in 2004, Japanese Culinary Academy, this is also chefs' organization, was established in Kyoto. The original member of the Japanese Culinary Academy was almost chefs working in Kyoto restaurant. But now there are more than 250 members, including scientists and chefs. And to have more information about science behind Japanese cooking technique. And in 2013, Washoku was listed in UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. So today, we have Chef Yoshihiro Murata, and he made a great contribution to establish Japanese Culinary Academy in Japan, and also to have Washoku in the list of UNESCO Intangible Heritage. And now he is an honorary chairman of Japanese Culinary Academy, and he he has been trying to educate younger chefs to have more and more activities to educate Japanese cuisine around the world. So let me talk about umami. This is the key to dashi taste. So as you know, umami was first discovered by Japanese scientist Kikunae Ikeda in 1908. But before he discovered umami, he stayed in Germany for 2 years. And he first tried to eat asparagus, tomato, cheese, and meat. So at that time, that was the first experience to eat these kinds of foods, because these kinds of foods were not available in Japan and not popular in Japan. And he realized that there is a very unique taste, which is quite different from 4 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. And the other taste is common in these foods. And after coming back to Japan, he realized that this another taste is very clear in Japanese dashi. So he started to study the taste component of Japanese dashi prepared by kombu, and finally he found that the taste is imparted by glutamate, one of amino acids, and he named the taste umami. So this was the discovery of umami by Professor Ikeda in 1908. And after that, his discipline, Shintaro Kodama, found that inosinate is also umami substance, which is quite rich in dried bonito, katsuobushi. And after that, Dr. Akira Kuninaka found that guanylate is also umami substance. And guanylate is highly concentrated in dried mushrooms. And please note that glutamate is one of our amino acids, and inosinate and guanylate are nucleotides. And Dr. Kuninaka found that combination of glutamate and inosinate, or glutamate and guanylate, makes strong umami taste. This is called synergistic effect. So the combination of glutamate and these 2 substances are very important to enhance umami taste in the dishes. So let me talk about the taste of amino acids. Do you know about amino acids? All of you already know about amino acids. And amino acid is a building block of protein. Protein is a long chain of amino acids, and it's a very complex structure. And actually, protein has no taste. But each individual amino acid has different taste. So this kind of amino acids we call free amino acids. And the taste of free amino acids divided into 3 categories. Number 1 is umami, and glutamate and aspartate. They are umami amino acids. And number 2 is sweet amino acids like glycine, alanine, serine, or purine. These kind of amino acids have sweet taste. And other amino acids have bitter taste, and the mixture of the different kinds of various amino acids makes a different taste. And these kind of mixture of amino acids are very important to make food tastier and to decide the taste of different food ingredients. So, you know, dashi is a Japanese soup stock, and dashi is the secret of Japanese cuisine. And all the ingredients for the dashi are dried materials, like dried kombu, dried bonito flakes, katsuobushi, and dried shiitake mushrooms. So, why drying? Why not use fresh ingredients? Because drying is a beneficial way to make it possible for easy extraction of taste components, especially amino acids. So amino acid in fresh food inside of a cell. So it is difficult to extract amino acids from the inside of the cell to outside. But cell wall is broken by dehydration. So this is cell in dried materials. So it's easy to extract amino acids inside from outside of the cell. This is the amino acids are coming out from the cell. This is a process of cooking dashi. So that's why the cooking time for making dashi is shorter than cooking time for Western style soup stock. So this is also dried vegetable stock. This was introduced by Chef Daisuke Hayashi, and he tried to use any kind of vegetables and make dried vegetables. So onion, broccoli stem, or leaves, or mushroom, turnip spin, and every part of the vegetable can be used for vegetable soup stock. And the dried vegetable, it's very beneficial to extract amino acids, and we can have a very clear dashi for the cooking. And it's very interesting that flavor or aroma of vegetable dashi, it depends on the kinds of vegetables. So you can have a different flavor with different vegetables. Sometimes the vegetable soup stock can be used for Western cuisine. It's very interesting way to enjoy the dashi by vegetables. So let's see the free amino acids in kombu, rishiri kombu, lausu, and makombu. So this graph shows total amino acids in 3 different kinds of kombu, and orange part shows glutamate concentration, and yellow part is aspartate concentration, and green shows others. So as you can see here, the almost more than 90% of total amino acids are glutamate and aspartate. And as I told you, the glutamate and aspartate has umami taste. And look at here. This is amino acids in kombu dashi. Kombu left in water for only 15 minutes. But we can have already glutamate and aspartate in the dashi. So it's very easy to extract amino acids from the kombu. So this is a way of Japanese dashi and cooking method. So let's see the umami substances in rishiri kombu, katsuobushi, and dried shiitake mushroom. So there is only glutamate in kombu. And you can see here the concentration of glutamate in kombu is very high. It's almost 2% of kombu is glutamate. And in katsuobushi, the glutamate concentration is quite low, but there is inosinate. And in case of dried shiitake mushrooms, so fresh shiitake mushroom has also higher glutamate concentration. So drying process concentrate glutamate. So the glutamate concentration in shiitake mushroom is quite high, and there is also guanylate. And umami taste intensity of guanylate is actually 2 times stronger than inosinate. So even though the concentration of guanylate in shiitake mushroom is lower than inosinate in katsuobushi, but taste intensity is stronger, almost the same of inosinate. So let's see, compare your familiar glutamate in your familiar foods. This is fresh tomato, and the Parmesan cheese, and Marmite. So the fresh tomato, there is not so high concentration of glutamate, but tomato paste or dried tomato has higher glutamate concentration. And the cheese is also high, and I think Marmite is a super umami materials in the UK, and people can use these kind of food materials to enjoy umami taste. So glutamate is one of the most abundant amino acids in nature. So the vegetables, seaweed, fermented foods like cheese or miso, soy sauce, and fish and meat, dried materials, all these kind of foods contains glutamate. So where is inosinate or guanylate? So basically, inosinate is in animal-based food, like meat and fish. And guanylate is highly concentrated in dried mushrooms. So let's see the glutamate and inosinate in Ichiban Dashi in different Japanese restaurants. So we try to investigate the glutamate and inosinate in restaurant K, T, and H. Restaurant K and H in Kyoto, and restaurant T is in Tokyo. So as you can see here, the amount of kombu and katsuobushi is different in each restaurant. So this means there is no specific recipe for cooking dashi. Each restaurant has an original recipe for cooking dashi. And look at here, the restaurant T and H use katsuobushi and also magurobushi, dried tuna flakes. So this shows free amino acids in different types of soup stock, including dashi. So left side shows amino acids in kombu dashi. There are only 2 amino acids, and they have umami taste. And in Ichiban dashi, it's made by kombu and dried bonito, and there are also glutamate, aspartate, and inosinate. And in this case, the combination of glutamate and inosinate makes strong umami taste. So look at the right side. There are so many different kinds of amino acids, including glutamate, aspartate, and inosinate. And as I told you, the different kind of amino acids has different taste. So the mixture of amino acids has more complex taste compared to simple umami solution of dashi. So this is a bit more easy to understand illustration to compare the Japanese and Western style soup stock. This is Japanese soup stock, only 2 kinds of amino acid, and they are umami amino acid and low concentration of amino acid in dashi. And the right side is Western style chicken soup stock. There are many different kinds of amino acids. So this is simple umami liquid, and this is more complex taste. So there are so many different kinds of traditional condiments and seasonings rich in umami around the world. In European countries, tomato is also often used for cooking, and also tomato paste and dried tomato. And also cheese and cured ham and beef extract in the UK, Marmite, Vegemite are very high concentration. In Asian countries, fermented fish products like fish sauce and shrimp paste are very rich in umami taste. And in Japan, miso and soy sauce are indispensable material to cook Japanese cuisine. So the dashi is a simple umami solution, but we don't eat dashi as a soup. And we usually use miso or soy sauce to make soups like miso soup or clear soup. And miso and soy sauce are very high concentration of various kinds of amino acids. So this type of dashi becomes very rich taste of amino acids because by adding miso and soy sauce. This means that amino acid profile in Japanese soups and Western style soups are very similar, but aroma is different. So aroma characterized the dishes in different geographical area. So this shows the change of glutamate in miso marinated savory fish. The glutamate concentration in miso decreased during the marination, but glutamate in the fish increase with marination. So this means that the glutamate in miso transferred into the fish meat, and the moisture of fish extracted to the miso. So that's why the miso zuke is very high concentration of glutamate with good flavor of miso. This is another way to concentrate the umami in the fish. Kombu jime, so raw white fish fillet is wrapped in kombu, moistened with sake and refrigerated for a few hours. Umami in kombu is transferred from kombu to the fish, and the moisture from the fish is absorbed in kombu. So you can enjoy a strong umami taste with kombu flavor. So today I explained about umami in washoku and also some technique of how to use umami in washoku cuisine. I hope my presentation give some ideas how to use umami in your kitchen. If you would like to have more information about umami, please visit Umami Inspiration. This is operated by our UK team, and our Japan team also operate Umami website. And we also provide information through SNS, and please visit and follow our SNS for these Instagram or Facebook. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ninomiya, for an exciting seminar.